Hi there and welcome to today's cooking class. To me, nothing screams summer like corn on the cob. But you know what? One of the things that always used to perturb me was this crazy silk that sticks to the corn. You know what I'm talking about, right? Well, wait till you see how Epicures products will totally rock your world, where you will no longer need to worry about this. So as you can see here, I've got a full corn on the cob. And there's just a little bit of prep work that we need to do. So I've got my flexible cutting board here. You're going to use a nice sharp knife and feel where the end of the corn basically starts and ends. Of course, this one has quite a long stalk on it, but we want to make sure that we cut it so we're actually cutting into the corn, right? I didn't lose very much. In fact, I maybe have just, I don't know, a skiff, but we want to make sure that we have freed all this area, because silk is attached to each little nugget. What do they call them? Niblets? I don't know. Anyway, but we're not going to do anything with this end. So we're not going to husk it or anything. We are going to now use our trusty multi-purpose steamer. All we need to do is set your corn inside your steamer, and you can usually, in this size, you can usually get 3 or 4 corn depending on how big they are. And we're just going to simply put this in the microwave. Now I will let you know that there is, even though this looks square, it's not. It does have a little bit of a difference. These vents are meant to move away from you and away from the handles, right? The handles are on this side. You know how hot steam gets. So what we're gonna do now, so simple, how easy was that? We're just gonna throw it in the microwave for, depending on your microwave, some might take 4 minutes, some might take 6 minutes. Mine's gonna be right in the middle. We're gonna put it in for 5 minutes and steam this. Ready? So while the corn is in the microwave, we can start having some fun with some flavors. And of course, not only do we have our amazing cookware, but we've got great food products. And so what I thought we'd do today is we would actually have a flavored butter. So in my 4-cup prep bowl, I've got some butter, right? And I'm going to use our 4-in-1 spoon. I have got roughly about a 1/4 cup here, and I'm going to put in about a teaspoon. Now, you wouldn't want to put in too much because I really like the flavor of corn. I just want that nice, subtle little taste. So depending on which seasoning you use, if you're using something a little more robust, like herb and garlic, you might want to do only half a teaspoon of that. And then we can use our silicone knife and literally just mix this up so it's nicely incorporated. We've got our butter mixed up with our fabulous lemon dilly, and remember, you can use any of our seasonings. And now I want to give you some fun food facts. Are you aware that there's 4 different types of corn? Corn is actually a grass, and they believe it actually was created or cultivated in Mexico back in about 5500 BC. That's a long time ago, which would explain why maize or corn is so popular in that culture. Now, I don't know if you know this, but because there's 4 different types of corn, we've got the sweet corn that you can just hear my microwaves beeping at me, it's ready. We've got field or dent corn, which is the corn that we feed livestock like cows, cattle, pigs. We've got flour corn, which is used to make our cornmeal. Oh my gosh, little Johnny cakes, you know what I'm talking about. That could be a great cooking class. And of course, flint corn. My goodness, have you ever been to Peru? Oh, those big Peruvian flint corns. Those are those corn nuts. You know, the munchies. Not good on your teeth, but oh, so delicious. Here's another fun food fact, and then I'm gonna grab my corn out of the microwave. Are you aware that the rows of corn are always an exact number. So next time you go and eat that corn, I want you to count and make sure it's always an even number. I didn't know this, but I guess I'm gonna start having to investigate. So let me just go to the microwave and pull that out and show you how we're gonna get rid of that silk. We've got our microwave here. It is steaming hot, which is, again, let me remind you why we get those vents away from us unless you wanna have a nice facial. Check that out. Now, what I love about using our multi-purpose pot is, our steamer I should say, is it superheats the food. You're not adding liquid on here, which is pulling off all the nutrients and vitamins that you may have. And we've simply let our food cook right in its own juices. Now I love having, because it's super hot, have some nice gloves. And when you buy your corn, I should also mention, always make sure that you have that tuft in the top. You don't want to have that removed. Now it's hot, but I'm literally gonna watch this. Let me just slide this over. I'm literally gonna squeeze this right out. All the silk, wait till you see this, okay? It's all there. It is certainly not on my corn. Isn't that fabulous? This alone should be a reason to get your multi-purpose pot. All you need to do now is throw this in the garbage. Now, to make this ooh la la so good, corn holders, oh my gosh, yes, you can use your hands, but this is hot. Make sure you grab corn holders, and you can get so many cute ones. I've seen ones that look like dogs, so front end and a back end. But you use these corn holders. If you have a plate, you can certainly use a plate. I actually have corn holders. You know me. Find something in the kitchen shop, and it's in my kitchen. And then we're literally going to take some of our flavored lemon dilly butter. We're just gonna spread this on. Oh my gosh. I am so hungry. Melting this nicely. And then for one final topping, let me introduce you to our smoky sriracha salt. Yes, this has got a little bit of a bite to it, but the flavor is so amazing, and it's just going to bring out a little extra taste. Remember, when you buy these, you can adjust how coarse and how fine you want your salt just by turning that little knob in the inside. This is a seasonal item. It is not with us all year round. I'm going to tell you, you're going to love it. So make sure you check this out. Today's cooking class was so super easy. I don't know, I may end up counting how many rows there are and let you know. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out where I started and where I end. But I hope you enjoyed today's cooking class. You can see how Epicure's products just make life so darn simple in the kitchen. If you have any questions, comments, or thoughts, please reach out to me. If you would like to have your own cooking class where you can get products like our multi-purpose steamer free or half price with our host program, definitely do that. If you see how easy this job is, why not join me as an Epicure consultant? I'm always looking for keen people who would like to have a fun little food business. And again, I lastly want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day. More recipes can be found on my website. Thanks, guys. We'll see you here next Thursday. Bye for now.